I've been investing £10 every single day into the S&P 500 for 210 days now, and this is what happened. So I decided to invest £10 every single day into this fund here, the SPXL, which is the SPDR S&P 500 UCITS fund, which also happens to be one of the cheapest S&P 500 funds you can actually buy as a UK investor, especially on Trading 212. Now, it's been 210 days, but I started investing on the 12th of May 2025 at a time where we were unsure whether or not the S&P 500 was going to go up because it was recovering from a quick 20% flash crash, which actually shook the world. And this, of course, was because of the tariffs imposed by the US. But since then, you can see that things have been really good and gradually growing up until around October, where there are fresh new fears of an AI bubble that might burst, causing an even bigger crash. So in this video, I'm going to really go through the progress of the S&P 500, and I really want to compare what would have happened if I had lump summed £2,100 from the 12th of May instead of investing £10 every single day into the S&P 500. If you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, all you have to do is to follow the link in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days and haven't received your free fractional share, then all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see the section use promo code. And in this section, just enter my code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So if I go into my history, you can see that I have been buying £10 every single day into this fund over here. And the first purchase was on the 12th of May 2025. So that's 210 days ago. So on that day, the price that I bought it for was £10.74. So if instead of investing £10 every single day into the S&P 500, I instead lumped £2,100 into the market at that time, today I would have 195.46 shares. Now, that's a very important number to keep in mind because we're going to compare the performance of a lump sum theoretical versus what actually happened with investing £10 into the S&P 500 every day. So this was possible and made easy by using Trading 212's Pi feature. So what this allows me to do is to use Autoinvest, which takes cash available from my stocks and shares ISA, deposits £10 every single day, including the weekends, which I'm currently filming this on a Sunday. And then on the Monday, it will actually deploy all that money and start buying some of those shares. As you can see, my frequency was to invest daily £10. And by looking at my total deposits, it's been 210 days of £10 every single day. Now I'm going to do this experiment for a full 365 days and update you guys every 30 days. If you do want to check out the playlist somewhere over here, make sure you do that. But looking at the past 3 months, you can see that the S&P 500 has been really growing. So if we look at Google Finance, we can see over the past day when the markets were closed, this was on Friday, the S&P 500 was up by 0.19%. Even over the past 5 days, as you can see, up by 0.61%. Over the past month, up by over 2%. Past 6 months, again, the S&P 500 really is on a roll, up by over 14%. And year to date, the index is up by over 16%. So definitely above average this year. If we look at the growth since the end of the little crash that we had, we're looking at over 37% of growth. However, it's worth mentioning that as a UK investor, we're not going to get the same exact performance as the S&P 500 the Americans are getting. And this is because most of these funds actually have a currency exchange difference between the pound and the dollar. For example, when you buy into this fund here, essentially you are buying in pounds, which then gets converted into dollars. The dollars then have to be converted back into pounds, and there is a foreign exchange difference, unfortunately. This means that over the past week, this actual fund is down by 0.16%. Over the past month, it is also down by 1.14%. And over the past 3 months, it is up by only around 7.93%. And over the past 3 months, the fund is up by nearly 8%. Now, like I said, the S&P 500 is doing really well this year. However, there are mounting concerns that we are in an AI bubble, which I personally think if you're a long-term investor, this shouldn't bother you at all. If there is a crash for a long-term investor, that's actually even better. You could potentially get lower prices. And what more could you really want? So these are the final results. So since investing 210 days ago, the portfolio is now worth £2,272 and 11 pence. Now that is a growth, trading 212 calculated by the way, of a positive 8.27%. Now if I do my own math, which is basically dividing the gain by the total amount invested, I actually get a smaller amount, and that is 7.24%. But of course, Trading 212 will do their own calculation. So in total, over those 210 days, I have gained £172 and 11 pence so far. So if you think about it, that's around 17 days worth of deposits that you're gaining as an unrealized profit. So if we want to compare it with lump sum investing, we really ought to know how many shares we would have got if we had lump summed versus how many we have right now through dollar cost averaging or pound cost averaging £10 every single day into the S&P 500. So currently we are sitting at 177.86 shares. If we had lump summed, we would have had 195.46 shares. So there is a massive difference in this time period if we had lump summed versus dollar cost average. So currently we are sitting at a value of £2,252 and 11 pence. If we had instead lump summed, we would be sitting today at £2,474 and 91 pence. Now that is an absolutely massive difference, and the difference is so big that it's actually larger than our unrealized gain. That's a difference of £222 and 80 pence. That's how much more we would have had if we had instead lump sum on the 12th of May 2025. Now, based on my calculations, which is just taking the gain divided by the total amount invested, we would be sitting on a positive 15.61% gain if we had lump sum invested back then. Now, based on the same sort of calculation, we would have seen a 2.1 times increase had we invested a lump sum back on the 12th of May. So clearly we can see over that time period of 210 days, lump sum investing would have been the better option by a huge margin. Now, of course, it could be very different if the stock market was a lot more volatile over that same time period. Possibly dollar cost averaging could have yielded a better result. But personally, I would always lump sum invest rather than dollar cost averaging, as I have faith that the stock market actually grows over a function of time instead of being too volatile. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice, and dollar cost averaging is a great idea for a lot of people. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.